You're supposed to study for quizzes, aren't you? You never said
Yeah.
pop quiz.
That's true. This is an open book test, so that makes a lot of sense.
It's an open AI test. It was great.
I was only off by a few yards.
an open AI test.
Some decent years
It's the
where
Vikings. You don't ever get records.
Just
kidding.
All right. And they have sorry, just as an aside, how did your Washington fantasy football team do this year? Because I went back and listened to some of our podcasts, and I looked back at some of the stuff that I had been preaching a little bit, and I just want to say whoopsie daisies, guys. Are you guys ready to have a vent session about the Vikings and Commanders next?
I'm ready to listen to your guys' Vikings rant.
Yeah.
He got caught by that Coldplay cam or whatever.
Woo-hoo, couldn't be me. Wouldn't go to a Coldplay concert.
Hell, he could have our head coaching position. I don't care.
Well,
Just
no,
keep
KOC
him.
can sit
okay,
behind
we're gonna
him.
let's KOC is gonna be his backup head
Yeah.
coach. Dear listeners, Aspen and Trevor are making out on the couch right now.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
The old spitball back and forth, as the kids would say.
Ooh.
Here are the seedings. That's gross. That was pretty good.
crisp.
That's a good one to start 2026.
That's pretty good.
You changed it up. You're not going your slow.
I was gonna say, yeah, the previous ones had like more of a satisfying duration of the sound.
I felt
that
like
one
you
was
guys.
crisp, though.
I felt like you guys doubted my ability to pop this thing with one
We
finger.
usually do.
I can crack eggs with one hand. I can
I can
pop
too.
this. I'm good.
Yeah. Popping all the things with one hand.
All right. All right now. Careful. Careful.
It's been a day. You might get some more of those comments.
I noticed
been
you
a
got the
week
PB and
already.
J
That's only 2
beer.
days.
You
I'm just
got
starting
cheddar
with that.
jalapeno chips.
Danielle just made some amazing, like, throw together sweet and sour chicken with rice. I haven't eaten all day, except Quick Trip. I had some peanut butter and jelly. It was great. Decaf coffee with some honey in it at like 5.
Are you doing a no caffeine thing?
No.
Okay.
I'm having caffeine. I'm just trying to watch the intake of caffeine.
Okay.
I don't need 800 milligrams every single day,
Well,
ending at 5:30 at night.
Yeah.
That was obvious
Oh.
from way before this.
yeah, I don't know about that.
Dude.
Some people call that being a fucking quitter.
When is the last drop of coffee that you're having? What time?
Okay.
No, well,
And
actually,
can you sleep
better
when you
yet,
drink
what-
caffeine?
Matt, do you do 800
Probably
milligrams
not.
of caffeine?
Probably not. No.
You drink a pot though, don't you?
No. It's back down a little bit.
The pop's
Okay.
not even close to.
Well, one cup has 120 grams.
Okay.
Milligrams, sorry.
So 360.
Okay.
360 to 400.
And then if you do light, it's upwards of 160. If you do dark, it's right around like 100. So I can get real nerdy, but we're not going to go there. We're here for football.
We're here for football.
We're here for football. Welcome back. It's 2026. First episode of the year, fellas.
Yay! Yay!
Gosh, you guys are so excited. Matt's got a document longer than the frickin' Declaration of Independence, so.
It's gonna be a good one. I've spent a lot of time on stuff. A lot of time.
And if I did hear before the mic got turned on, you got mad during some of this. Like you got frustrated writing some of this stuff. Is that true? Do people have that to look forward to?
Well, we're gonna get into it for the Let's Talk About It, but I did make a little quiz, a regular season roundup, and all this was I just kept finding stats from this season that were just bewildering to me. Like can't believe it, can't fathom it. Absolutely ridiculous, like stuff that I just could not believe, and I just had to make a little quiz out of it to see how well you guys would do.
Probably not good.
I'm ready. Yeah, probably not good, but I'm ready.
Okay, you ready? Cue the game show noises. First question. And you guys already know the answer to this one because this is one of the things that I shared in our little group chat. Question number 1. If you guys want to play at home, comments below how well you did. The New York Jets failed to record an interception this year, which has never happened in NFL history. True or false?
We're supposed to
True.
give a pause so that people can think about it. Or
Sure.
Not.
Fuck them at
Well,
home.
it's true. So
True.
Yeah, fuck 'em at
It
home, I
is
guess.
true. Shocking.
Wild.
NFL history, guys. This is nearly a
It's impressive
100-year-old sport.
Good job, Jets.
Actually, it is a 100-year-old sport.
Yeah.
The NFL is not quite 100 years old, but football is an NFL or is a 100-year-old sport. It is shocking. It is crazy. And on top of that,
I mean, I'm
they-
sure that's in the time frame of recorded stats or whatever.
Yes.
But
they only
Still.
had 4 turnovers total this year. 4 turnovers total.
so just all fumbles.
All fumbles, which is the least amount in NFL history. How could you be a Jets fan? Just as an aside, how could you be a Jets
I'm
fan?
not sure. Well,
How could you do it?
they just like to suffer.
I heard something today
we're
that
familiar with that a little bit.
I heard something today.
Not
So
that bad.
who's
Not that
the what pick do the Jets have? We're gonna get into this later, probably.
2, I think.
2. Okay,
Yeah.
I
2 or
heard.
3.
And
pretty
who,
sure it's 2.
who was number
Yeah.
1?
Raiders.
The Raiders.
Okay,
yeah.
so the Raiders are probably gonna take the kid from Indiana.
I would assume so.
Whoever that second quarterback is, I heard today that they were talking to the agent of that kid and said, "Hey, you might want to go back to school just to avoid the Jets entirely. Don't even mess with them."
They
I wouldn't
the
want to be on the Raiders either right now.
I don't want to I don't want to fall too far into the Jets rabbit hole of things, but they are. It's crazy to me that Aaron Glenn is back. It's crazy to me that they gave up on Justin Fields. It's crazy to me that their leading wide receiver was Garrett Wilson this year, who didn't play the last 7 games of the year. It's crazy to
Dang.
me that Brees Hall rushed for 1,000 yards, but did not play in the final game of the year because they didn't want him to get injured. And he's about to be a free
Well,
agent,
It's
so who
crazy that
cares?
there's
Yeah, because they're gonna deal him.
so many bad teams that the Titans are the 4th pick.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
crazy to me
4
that
3-win teams.
yes,
4 of them.
Yeah.
4 3-win teams.
yes, and then there's a handful of 4-win teams.
Didn't the
as
Raiders
well.
beat the Chiefs the last week of the season?
They did because
Well,
they're
that doesn't
stupid.
mean anything.
And I know it doesn't mean anything, but there could have been a 2. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah,
They
still.
still got the number 1.
Anyways,
it's fine.
anyways,
Keep going.
this regular
We're
season,
1 for 1.
Yeah, 1 for 1. All right, number 2. The Seattle Seahawks had an NFL leading plus 191 point differential this season. So basically, they outscored their opponents by 191
Yeah.
points.
Yep.
Crazy. The Detroit Lions led the NFL in point differential last season. What was the amount? Either A, 215 plus 215,
Mhm.
B, plus 192, C, plus 222, or D, plus 248.
Go with A.
I'm gonna go C.
You're going to go with A, you're going to go with C.
Yeah, I
It
think they
was
cracked the 200.
C. It
What was
was
C?
C. 222 points.
Well, I just thought
Last
it was in the
year.
200s.
May
I
or may
didn't know
not
where
have
the
done a little
200s.
bit of my research.
Oh, so you cheated.
You're supposed to study for quizzes, aren't you? You never
Yeah.
said pop quiz.
That's true. This is an open book test, so that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of
It's
sense.
an open AI test. It was great.
I was only off by a few yards.
An open AI test. And now I want to segue into another thing that that came across my desk that I have to share with the listeners.
We
at
haven't
home.
had one of these segments in a
Yeah.
while.
Well, I shared it, but with both of you because I just found it dumbfounding. So there's this whole giant list of point differentials for teams this year, and there are teams like the Green Bay Packers, who are a playoff team. They had a plus 31 point differential. That's really bad. Chargers plus 28, Chicago Bears plus 26. We've got the Pittsburgh Steelers plus 10.
Ooh.
And then we scroll all the way down to the Carolina Panthers.
Oh.
A minus 69 point differential.
I mean, they have a losing record.
They got outscored by nearly 7 touchdowns this year.
How many times has that happened in the NFL? To have
And they
losing
are
records
the
to
what
make it-
seed?
They're the 4th seed in the
4th
NFC
seed.
because they won the division.
Yeah.
And they're 8-9, and I have a question about them coming up in just a minute here.
My goodness.
But just think about that. The Seattle Seahawks, a playoff team, the number 1 playoff team in the NFC, plus 191. The Carolina Panthers, the 4th seed in the NFC, minus 69. Polar opposites.
That's unreal.
NFL is incredible. Number 3,
That's why we're here, folks.
Myles Garrett set the single season sack record in Week 18 against the Cincinnati Bengals with 23. Who or which pair previously had the record with 22.5 sacks?
I know one person for sure.
There's two. I know one.
It could either be one or it could be two.
I'm gonna
Well,
go with
considering you said it this way, I can guarantee there's two.
I'm gonna go with T.J. Watt.
So
TJ Watt for sure.
So the answers are A, Michael Strahan,
that's the other one.
B, Lawrence Taylor, C, T.J. Watt, D, James Harrison, or then you can do like a combination of the two. I'm not going to go through
Lawrence
them all.
Taylor could be interesting, but I think it's Michael Strahan.
I would
TJ
go
Watt.
Strahan and T.J. Watt as well.
It
Well,
was-
actually, no. It was. You're gonna say it was. I thought T.J. Watt was like at 21.5, but maybe I
No,
was wrong.
TJ Watt got it for sure.
Did
Yep.
he? Okay.
Yeah, so it was Strahan and it was T.J. Watt. Crazy that T.J. Watt came back and played in that playoff game. I don't know if you followed what was
happened?
going on with him. He had a collapsed lung because of an injection 2 weeks ago.
Acupuncture,
Acupuncture.
which was wild. When I read that, I'm like, man, that acupuncturist is going to get fired.
That is rough.
Crazy.
And he played in that game after 2 weeks ago. After 2 weeks. That's crazy.
Because that's a surgery. Like, yeah, you have to go in and get that actually repaired. That is nuts.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of the Carolina Panthers, as we just were,
Ugh.
the
Great color combination.
That's all they got.
That's all they got going for them. The Carolina Panthers won the NFC South with a 8-9 record. That is a
True.
losing record. Who was the last team to win their division with a losing record? And I will give you a hint. This last happened in 2022. So was it the Jaguars?
I like how you're giving us multiple choice. I was just going to guess, but keep
I was
going.
gonna go with
The
Well, you could leave it.
Who were you going to go with?
I was gonna go with the Bengals.
I was going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
You don't want me to go through the answers?
I do now.
I mean, now we can. Yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
Well, okay, so B is the Buccaneers. People are playing at home. You know,
But they ain't ready for this.
they ain't ready for this. C, the Seahawks, or D, the Bengals. So you're saying the Bengals.
Bengals are on the list.
Bengals are on the list. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not on the list. But that has something Pittsburgh
The
Steelers,
Steelers
written
haven't
all
had a
over
losing
them.
record in a long time, so 2022 would make sense.
Yeah, you're right. They've been 500, but they haven't had 19 seasons.
No, they've had a winning season.
They've had a winning record.
Technically.
19
for-
seasons. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Give me my options again.
Jags,
Okay.
Bucks,
Okay.
Seahawks, and Bengals.
I thought
Why do I kind of want to say the Seahawks?
I want to say the Seahawks, but they were good when they had the Legion of Boom and they had those guys and Russell Wilson. I don't think
Yeah, they've
they.
had a lot of good years.
Yeah,
This is a little bit, I will say,
But it's who had a bad division too, because you have to win the division.
Tampa
with
Bay.
8-9.
this is a little bit of a trick question.
but how
Well,
did Brady
so Tampa
do?
Bay. Sorry, what was the first one?
Jags,
Jags. Okay.
Bucks,
Well,
Seahawks,
that could be it.
Bengals.
It could be the Jags.
Sticking with Bengals, but I really want to pick Jags now.
Okay.
I'm going with Jags because of the color combination.
It's the Bucks.
Oh, well,
I said it.
makes sense. That
Who was the
Yep.
quarterback?
division sucks all the time.
It was
2022.
It was right after
Brady.
It was right after Brady.
So you're basically saying you should eliminate this division entirely because they
Yes.
keep failing.
So why I say it was a little bit of a trick question. The Seahawks have done this. They
Yep.
have won their division with a losing record.
Yeah.
The Jaguars have also done this in their history with
Oh,
a
I'm
losing
sure.
record, just not the most recent.
They also have a crappy division.
Just not the
Seahawks,
most
I'm a
recent.
little bit surprised.
That's nuts.
When was the Seahawks? Do you
Has
know?
anyone
The Seahawks was when it was Beastquake, when the Saints came in and Marshawn Lynch
Did they come
ran
marching
all
in?
over them. They did.
They had a losing record.
They did. Yep. So a little while ago. I think if we're keeping track here, you both have one wrong, two wrong, one wrong. Right?
Yeah.
You've got two wrong, Trevor, and you got one wrong.
I think so.
No idea.
That's all right.
You're the teacher. You're supposed to be keeping track of this.
The
I just turned in my paper.
The fans are not wrong at all. James Cook won the rushing title this year, accumulating 1,621 yards total. He was also the king of my fantasy teams. When was the last time a Bills player won the rushing crown?
Oh, jeez.
Now I'll also
I do need multiple choice for
I
this.
will give
C,
you
I don't
multiple
even
choice.
care what you say, C.
but I will also give you a
always
little hint. There's only been 2 Bills players to ever win the rushing title in the history of the NFL. So A, 1993.
Well, give us the name of those guys.
Uh,
No, just kidding.
You know what? I will. Thurman Thomas and O.J. Simpson.
Oh, God.
Okay,
I'm still not
so-
going to get the year.
A, 1993. B, 1987. C, 1980. Or D, 1976.
1980. Flows off the tongue.
80. No.
I'm going
What was
C.
the 91?
1993.
Do I want to go 87 or 93? Those are the only two I'm going for, but 93. Let's do it.
You're going 93 and you're going 1980?
80.
It's wrong. It's D.
What was D?
1976.
Wow.
Who was the running back?
O.J. Simpson. He had 1,503 rushing yards.
Okay.
I guess you guys didn't realize he was a running back before murdering those people.
No.
Honestly, I didn't realize that. I would thought it was. I knew that he played a while back, but I didn't know it was that long ago.
Mhm.
76.
Number 6. Colts receiver Alec Pierce, who got kicked out of the game on Sunday. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I did not see.
Did not.
Was very funny. He barely bumped a ref and they threw him
Oh,
out.
never mind. I
Really?
did see that. That's right.
Oh,
Had a career year in 2025, racking up 1,003 yards and 6 touchdowns. How many catches did he need to get over 1,000 yards? A, 39. B, 47. C, 56. Or D, 82.
47.
You're going 47. You're going
50, whatever it was.
56. It is 47.
Hmm.
The last player to do that low. Let me restart this again. It's the lowest amount of catches since 2010 to reach 1,000 yards when Deshaun Jackson did it.
Deshaun Jack. Yeah, well, what's his name? Just bombed the ball to him every 2 plays, and he had 200 yards a game with 4 catches.
I was going to say, you have 2 catches, 150 yards for Deshaun Jackson every
I'm
game.
surprised Tyreek's not in that.
And I was also surprised that Mike Evans is not in that, too.
Well,
Mike Evans
he
has
has
some
volume.
short ones, yeah.
He's got volume.
He gets
Yeah.
a lot of catches.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
you're right, you're right.
Tyreek also gets volume, but like to get to the 1,000, like he probably didn't need that many because he gets a lot of bombs.
I wonder
too.
what McLaurin was at last year. Because he was
He's also got
catching
a lot of short ones though too.
He had a lot of catches last year.
He has
Yeah.
those two both have a lot of varying lengths. Like they get
Okay.
the deep balls, but they also get slants.
Now, if we had a real quick statistician, maybe in a couple years when we get some sponsorships, we could do Randy Moss. He's got to have some decent years
It's the
where
Vikings. You don't ever get records.
Just
kidding.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Next.
Speaking of the Vikings,
There we go.
J.J. McCarthy led the Minnesota Vikings with 1,632 passing yards this season.
And played only in half the games.
That is the lowest number of passing yards by a quarterback in Vikings history since either A, 2007, which was Tavares Jackson led the team in passing.
Sounds right.
Yes.
That
B,
should be it.
1984 Tommy Kramer. He's a legend for the Vikings. C,
I feel like this is a trick.
1971 a human named Gary Kuzo, or D, 1967
Quasimodo.
D, 1967 Joe Cap. It's
I know one of those
It
guys.
just sounds
I'm
like it
going
should
Tavares
be A,
Jackson.
but like
So again, this does not mean that these guys all played the entire season.
it can't be A.
They
Oh,
all they did-
This is a trick. You're tricking
all
us.
they did was lead the team in passing
I'm
that
going with
year.
Kramer just because it sounds like it can't be. But
You're going with
with
Tommy
A.
Kramer.
yeah,
You're
just
going
because that seems the
I'm
least
going
likely.
Jackson.
You're going Tavares?
I'm going Tavares.
Okay, and you're going Tommy Kramer. It was C.
Okay.
Gary Kuozo,
Quasimodo.
however you say his name, had 842 yards in 8 games. Led the
Hmm.
team in passing that year.
Okay.
Joe Cap had 1,386 that year, which was 1967. Meaning, our lovely boy, J.J. McCarthy, had the third worst passing season in Vikings history to be the
Jeez.
leader of the team
Wait.
this
So
year.
but to be the leader.
Yes.
So you had to be the leader as well. Okay.
You had to be the leader. Brosmer's not making the cut.
Well, no, I was wondering more like if it was number of games, it could have been what's his face, Josh Dobbs or something.
Yeah, it wasn't Dobbs.
Yeah.
Wasn't Dobbs. Next question. Josh Johnson was under center for the Commanders to end the season. He has 50 games played in his 10 years in the NFL. During this time in the NFL, Josh Johnson has played for how many teams? And I will tell you this as
don't
another hint.
I even listened to the
I will-
announcer say this. I'm pretty
I
sure.
will tell you this. He He is the one player that has played for the most franchises in NFL history.
More than Fitz?
More than Fitzpatrick. So A, 14, B, 15, C, 16, D, 18.
You can't see my face. My jaw was dropped. 15 teams?
We're going
14, 15, 16.
16. I'm going 16.
I'm going 15 teams.
Okay.
He's played for almost half of them.
It was A, 14.
Yeah.
And in the middle of this tenure, for a couple years, he was actually out of the NFL, and he played in the UFL and the XFL.
I was just counting.
He is nearly, he's almost 40 years old.
That's
My
16 right
goodness.
there.
Yeah.
Count those.
So, yeah, if you want to count those as professional football, yeah.
Totally what I knew was going on.
Yeah, he's just a man that everybody keeps calling for whatever reason.
Jeepers. 14. Hey, he's old reliable. No pun intended.
Gets to travel.
This will feed into this next question will feed into some of our MVP odds and awards, end of year awards a little bit later. It's not often a player is rewarded most valuable player in the league when their team didn't win their division, i.e. maybe Matthew Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
In fact, it's only happened a handful of times a century. When was the last year this happened? A, 2003, B, 2007, C, 2012, D, 2021.
Who was it?
I'm not going to tell you
You're
that
not telling me that?
because that will give it away. That will give it away
Was
immediately.
Lamar, did they win the division?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to think about.
21.
I'm going to go
Was
21
Lamar
as well.
21?
You're both going 21.
Yeah.
I will tell you this.
We're wrong.
Yes, you're wrong. That was probably Lamar Jackson's best year in 2021.
I couldn't
Yeah.
remember if they won the division or not. Though.
I believe the Ravens were like the 1 seed that year.
Right.
But anyways,
Well, but he's won twice. Or
he's won twice.
twice.
Yes.
What was the other time then?
2 years
Were they
ago.
also number one in the
Yes.
NFL? Like
Yeah.
the whole NFL?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Anyways, it's B 2007, and the reason why I couldn't tell you is because it was Adrian Peterson.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
you guys would have both got it really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. Who was number one in our division then? Green Bay?
Probably the Packers.
Okay.
That's when A-Raj was doing his thing.
The last quarterback to do this was in 2008. It was Peyton Manning and the Colts. They did not win their division that year.
Is that the other one, the Super Bowl?
See, that seems crazier to me than
No.
the Ravens.
Actually, I believe 2007 is when they won their Super Bowl. 2006
Was
or
it?
2007. Whenever they played in Miami and Prince was the guy and Chicago was in it.
Yeah, that was 07 then.
Next question. I don't want to pick on the Jets more than we already have,
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
but they
Lay it on
they currently hold the longest playoff drought with 15 years. However, 15 years ago, they did win a game against the New England Patriots in the playoffs. Which franchise has gone the longest without winning a playoff game? Bonus points. I will give you bonus points if you can guess how long it's been since they won the last playoff game. A, the Bears. B, the Cardinals. C, the Raiders. D, the Dolphins.
Like they still haven't won it? Or
They
as in,
still
like,
have not won They have not won a playoff game in X amount of years.
Bears, Dolphins, Cardinals, and Raiders.
Yes.
Raiders just instantly pop out. But
I was actually thinking Bears.
a playoff game?
When's the last time they won one?
07?
I mean, they were really good. 07, the Bears won one?
They were in the Super Bowl. They had to win a playoff game to get there.
Oh, is that what you were saying was the 07
The
Super Bowl?
Cardinals were in the Super Bowl not that long ago as well.
Yeah. When were the Raiders even making the playoffs? But also the Dolphins.
I'm going to give you guys a 50.
I think
I'm going to give you guys a
need to-
50-50.
You need to
here,
get rid
like
of the
in-
Bears and the Cardinals.
Yes. I'm going to get rid of the Bears and the
Yeah.
Cardinals. There's your little lifeline thing that I gave you
Yeah.
from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
When were the
So-
Dolphins
It's the Raiders or the
last in it?
Dolphins. And I will say
Raiders, I
that
guess.
one of these two teams are the longest droughts. They are the longest droughts. When did the Raiders play in the Super Bowl?
Forever ago?
Mm-hmm.
Like forever ago. Probably like Super Bowl 20.
No, they played in the Super Bowl this century.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably Super Bowl 30.
No. All right, Raiders or Dolphins? What are you guys going with?
When was
Raiders.
Raiders. Dan Marino was the last probably winner.
You're both going with Raiders.
Well, now you just make us know that we're wrong.
No, he's messing with us. Teachers always try to do this. Raiders.
It's the Miami Dolphins.
Was the last one with Marino. Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was in 70.
No, it's not 70s, Taylor.
Yes, it was.
Dan Marino. No.
When was it?
2000.
When did the Raiders last win? That
Yeah.
then?
So the Dolphins beat the Colts in 2000 when they were playing against the Colts. The Raiders' last playoff game win was when they were going to the Super Bowl
Maybe that was the 70s.
against the
When
Bucs.
did they go to the Super Bowl though?
It was 23 years ago.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wild.
I could have.
You guys are not doing very good.
No.
No.
The listeners are.
They are.
Yeah.
They're probably 100%
Listeners they're 100%.
taking that AI quiz.
Last question. Jonathan Gannon was fired from the Arizona Cardinals. He had a career record of 15-36 and only lasted 3 seasons.
Flawless.
True or false? The Cardinals have never, in their entire 100-year history, had a coach last longer than 6 seasons. True or false?
I don't ever freaking pay attention. To
I'm
the
gonna go with
Cardinals.
true.
Yeah,
Cardinals
it's
are
probably
always
true.
on the list of, new coach here, new coach here.
Very
Yeah,
true.
I'm going to go
Alright.
true.
You guys got the last one correct. It is true.
That's all that matters. That's 100% right there.
They have not in their entire franchise. Again, 100-year-old franchise. This is even going back to when they were the St. Louis Cardinals. They have never held on to a coach past 6 seasons.
That's what? That's nuts.
That is what you call a dysfunctional organization. What a fun
Jeepers.
let's talk about it.
That was a fun let's talk about.
Huh?
When was the last time they made the Super Bowl?
2009, 2010.
and
when
then
they
they
played the
fired him the
Steelers.
next day.
They went back to back into the Super Bowl? The
No.
Cardinals? Oh, 2009. Okay, I got you.
2009 or 2010.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember what exactly
Okay.
it was.
Yep.
When they played the Steelers.
Yeah, and they fired him the next day.
They-
kinda like
they
that
fired
one-
him the next year.
Kind of like that one coach that just got fired or let go or departed ways. Is a Harbaugh gone?
Yep, Harbaugh got.
Yeah, I saw that.
We'll get to him.
I know.
We'll get to those boys.
I'm just giving our viewers just like, they're going to talk about Harbaugh. They're going to talk about JJ. They're going to talk about the Vikings. Matt's going to go on a 10-minute rant.
No, not 10 minutes.
We're going to have to speed that up. So
Yeah.
he's talking like really high and quick.
You're gonna have to exploit it. You're gonna have to run some other stuff over top of it
Hey.
because it might get a little dicey.
I can hit that E button. That was a fun let's talk about it. I don't know if last time I took a quiz.
Yeah. Well, you both failed, but
Hey,
that's fine.
I probably got a D. Did I get 3 right?
I think you got 4.
Out of 10?
I think you got 3. There's 11 questions.
Oh, yeah, I failed that. That's
Yeah.
an
I don't
F.
even know if I got 3.
No,
That's an
probably
F.
not.
You need a 6 out of 10 to pass.
Probably not.
Oh, there we go. Hey, that's a good lead into our NFL wrap up, NFL awards, and odds to what? Do playoff stuff and MVPs and all that? What do we got, Matt? What's on the
All
docket today?
That junk. I think it's just an in memoriam for the regular season.
I love it.
Rest in peace.
It is crazy. Like I was looking at it today. I'm gonna get on the mics by myself and do one more Survive This pod and give a big shout out to Mary Grace and try to make my dad feel a little bit better because he picked the Bengals and they lost to the frickin' Browns. But
Oh, that's tough.
yeah, that is tough. And hey, it made him feel a little bit better that he's not losing out on money.
Yeah.
But it sucks that he lost to all those people who picked the Vikings.
It really does. It really does.
But the NFL season flies. Like you always think it's long, and then you're just like, oh shit, we're
Yeah.
almost over.
It's all over. It's all over. So we need to remember some lessons that we can bring over into the new year.
Okay.
I don't know if you're not big fantasy football guys, but there is a fantasy football podcast on the Ringer that I listen to,
Next year, Trev, we'll get in on one.
and they have sorry, just as an aside, how did your Washington fantasy football team do this year? I don't know if we've ever really talked
Hey,
about it.
talk about it right now.
On the mics.
You
before,
keep-
Only
but,
a couple injuries.
You keep going,
but this
and I'll pull it up right now.
so first of all, in my fantasy football leagues, I got second and third.
Can't say the same.
Really blew it in the end there. I had the best teams in both both leagues for the longest time. Really, really sucked at it at the end, but whatever. But anyways, Taylor's team you haven't played fantasy football in what? 5 years, 4 years, 6 years?
About 4 years.
4 years. He decided to just join a random ESPN league and only draft Commanders players. The worst year you probably could have done that in a very, very, very long time.
Hey, he had a good start to his season.
Based on last year, it wasn't a horrible idea.
Sure.
But it's still a horrible idea.
Why, it's a horrible idea no matter what.
Why pick just one team?
You won your first game.
I won my first 2 games, fellas.
Games.
I won my first 2 games.
To start the season.
That is...
But how did you finish? 4-13?
3-10.
3-10.
Wow, you got another win?
I got another win.
Wow.
I'm going to look at the standings right now. Not my team.
This is fantasy football advice that you will not get from us next August. I promise you that. I will never be a component of the you should draft an entire team. You should stack players from a team. If you want to have a Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase,
I took one of your commandments and I just went, I'm going to stack the whole team.
You sure did. And
ignored all the other commandments.
Anyways, I had to digress into that because I was very curious how it finished for you. But this fantasy football podcast, they always do these lessons.
I finished last.
You finished last. Shocker.
10 out of 10.
Shocker.
You know, for picking the Commanders, 3 wins, that's pretty impressive.
It is. Each win kind of counts as 2 in my book.
Thank you.
Yeah, or 4.
Anyways, they do these like lessons where they have to remember in the next year all the stuff that they're going to forget between January and August of next year, because there's going to be a lot that I forget from now and then. And they talk about it in like Memento style. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie. It's from like the 2000s. Basically, it's a guy that has lost his memory, a short-term memory loss, and he has to tattoo all the stuff onto his body to be able to figure out who is the person who killed his wife.
I've heard about it.
So anyways, they talk about how you need to tattoo this stuff onto your body to make sure you don't draft Kyle Pitts, you don't draft a defense early, you don't reach on a quarterback, like these types of things. And I think just going forward for us, and maybe this is just I statements, maybe that's what I should just say, because I went back and listened to some of our podcasts and I looked back at some of the stuff that I'd been preaching a little bit. And I just want to say whoopsie daisies, guys.
Oh, he's going back on his word.
I just want to say whoopsie daisies.
Broke his own commandments.
On some stuff here. Just writ large for the regular season, not necessarily fantasy football related. And I just want to start off by probably the biggest proclamation that I had. And I will say you two both agreed with me on this podcast as well. The turnover of playoff teams from season to season is 100% real. We talked about this very early on.
Mm-hmm. I remember this.
We couldn't see there being a bunch of turnover from last year's playoff contenders to this year. We found it very hard to see past the Detroit Lions winning the division, the Kansas City Chiefs winning the division. The Jaguars are a mess. It's going to be the Texans that are going to run things. Mm-hmm. The Buccaneers are going to run things.
Lions.
You want me to bet my money on the Colts?
Right. But like we all kind of agreed, like we don't see it.
All right, next year I'll put it all on the Titans.
Now, here's the thing. And this is a recurring thing where playoff teams turn over from year to year. It happens all the time. There's always 4 to 6 teams that turn over. This year, the playoff teams that turned over, which I'm guessing all of us would have penciled in for the playoffs. I know I certainly did. The Chiefs, the Commanders, the Lions, the Vikings, the Bucks. 5 teams.
I would have penciled in 3 of them.
You would have penciled in 3 of them. Which 3 would you have done? Chiefs,
Lions, Commanders.
Lions. So you would have left the Vikings and the Bucks off.
Yeah, just listening to you guys over the years complain about the Vikings, probably.
Sure.
And then the Bucks, yeah.
Sure.
The Vikings on paper were really solid.
But the Vikings on, yeah, no, you're right. The Vikings on paper were good.
But even looking at this a little bit closer, that's 4 NFC teams that turned over.
Mm-hmm.
Like we, the royal we, I just need to remember in the future that this is going to happen. Mm-hmm. So next year when we're doing our little preview and we're looking at the teams and I'm reading all the stupid training camp reports out of Charlotte, North Carolina, try to see if the Panthers are going to make the playoffs, which was a sneaky team that I mentioned last year, dark horse.
Matt's going to have his...
That shouldn't have made it.
We didn't all fail.
Matt's going to have his boots on the ground.
I'd still count that
Vikings
as a fail. No one from the AFC or NFC South should have made it.
It's just something to remember because these teams that are missing the playoffs had really hard schedules. And they have tough divisions. And there's
Yeah.
always going to be this type of turnover.
That's not the Panthers.
Or if you're the Bucks, you just suck ass.
Yeah.
That's the other part of it. So that's just a little lesson that I think we need to remember. Number 2, strength of schedule matters, but it also really doesn't matter. I put a lot of my energy into strength of schedule. I put a lot of my energy into it.
There's a lot of teams on the AFC side that seem to be a lot of strength of schedule, got them a lot of wins there.
Oh, are you talking about the Patriots who have not beaten a team with a winning? They've only beaten 2 teams with a winning record this year.
They're one.
Yep.
The Colts, who
The
you saw
Colts.
the end of their season explode.
Yep. The whole AFC South? Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
sir.
sort of
Absolutely.
matters.
So, and it's a kind of a 50-50 thing, but I really lean into strength of schedule when I'm trying to look at these teams. The strength of schedule is dictated way too far dictated by division bias. You play in the NFC East, you have the Eagles, the Giants, the Cowboys, the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. The NFC North, you've got the Bears, the Lions, the Packers, the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
AFC North even. Browns, well, whatever, not the Browns. Bengals, Steelers, Ravens. You're going to have, like, there's always really, really, really tough. No one is usually, like, running away with the division necessarily. The New York Giants played 11 teams this year that made the playoffs the previous year. The Giants, who had a last place schedule in their division, still ended up playing 11 teams, and they won 3 games this year.
Jeez.
So you would say strength of schedule is correct. They're going
Yeah.
to get their asses kicked.
True.
They're going to get their butts kicked. Well, guess what? On the flip side, the Bears played 10 teams that previously made the playoffs. But they still posted their best record in decades. Now, here's the other combination with that. The Lions and the Vikings kind of had a bit of a drop-off this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, they did that well. They also played a 4th-place schedule. So they got the Titans, they got the Raiders, they got some of those other crappy teams. But again, they still posted their best record in so many years and are the 2 seed this year. So there's a little something to it. We can't live or die off of this stuff. But the Bills had one of the easiest schedules this season. Easiest schedules based on how teams did in 2024. Obviously, the Pats only won 4 games last year.
Yep.
Now they've won 14 this year. But they still struggled as a team.
We say they struggled, but their record was still pretty good.
Their record was okay.
They just ended a little rough, but their record was still...
Yes.
Their record. The only reason their record is okay, as you're saying, is because some other teams in that conference had really good records.
Right. So, like, the Dolphins were a little bit better. Well, I guess...
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, they were
don't know
they were sort of the same.
Well,
They were sort of
It's a
mediocre.
bold statement.
They're sort of mediocre. The Pats obviously flew up through the sky
Yeah.
and did incredibly well. But it's just something to remember for next year. Of like, strength of schedule does actually matter. And actually looking at the
Good
Vikings
thing the
schedule
Vikings
next year,
screwed it up.
the Vikings schedule next year looks pretty nice. We play the
We
AFC
could have been
South.
4th, though.
We could have been 4th, but we totally
We
messed
could have
it
had
up.
a great season.
The Commanders play the AFC South as well, and the NFC
Well, we play
North.
the Commanders again.
We play the
because of
Commanders
winning.
again.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. The Commanders' schedule does not look too nice for them after what they did last year, but we can get into that in a little bit.
Number 3, first-year head coaches will always capture the attention of the Coach of the Year voting body.
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson, plus 8,000 to win it, but he was definitely one of the favorites for most of the year.
They're going to get canned in the first round. He's not going to win it.
No, probably not. But 3 of the top 6 candidates for Coach of the Year this year are first-time head coaches. So Vrabel right now is a favorite, minus 370.
Mhm.
Liam Cohen is 3rd with plus 700. Again, we're way later into the season, so this kind of has been chalked up. But just for gambling purposes next year, John Harbaugh, if he goes to the Giants, I think we just put a little money on that and just see what happens. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
He's going to go run the offense at the Commanders.
No, he's not. He's not going to take a coordinator position. I'm very sorry to relay that to you. He has been a head coach for almost 20 years. He is not going to take that job.
Are the Giants the front runners right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's got some deep ties to that Giants organization, and I feel like they'll make a big splash with whoever their next head coach
Hey,
is.
that's gonna be a fun team next year. Dart and Scattabooey.
Are you guys ready to have a vent session about the Vikings and Commanders next?
I'm ready to listen to your guys' Vikings rant.
Number 4, bad quarterback play is worse than anything else in football.
Preach.
You can watch a guy muff a punt, a lineman miss a block,
Your cornerbacks not cover anybody.
a running back trip over their feet, whatever. If I have to watch a broadcast where J.J. McCarthy is rolling to the right, feet not set, whipping it to the side like he's
Across his
Matthew
body.
Stafford, Justin Jefferson catching the ball, and then they replay it, and the broadcast booth goes, man, you just see J.J. McCarthy growing with confidence every single
Oh my
week.
gosh.
And I have to sit there and say, nope, that's actually a horrific throw that thank God we have Justin Jefferson to bail him out.
You know what makes me more mad than anything, though? Every single play, J.J. McCarthy comes off the field saying, my bad.
Yep.
How many times can you do that in a row and still be okay? Like,
I thought the epitome, and we're getting to your Commanders, because
Yeah.
your Commanders had some bad quarterback play.
I'm ready.
The epitome of the J.J. McCarthy experience happened in Week 18, when on the first drive against the Packers, he has a great rush for like 5-6 yards. He evades the sack,
stiff arm.
Shakes
someone.
a defender.
Good stiff arm.
gets hit
Somebody
out
broke his hand.
of bounds. He gets up and he starts barking at the cornerback that he is going against, gets a taunting penalty, moves him back 15 yards, and then he starts doing the my bad stuff. If you want to know what the experience is, it is that.
Damn.
That's a positive play. That's really great athleticism by him. What's he doing? Why's he doing that?
Making sure that he
the
gets
play.
nothing positive.
Yeah, exactly. And then moving it back. And just
Crazy.
it's some of the most like I think we've
Also,
talked,
I think to do something
this.
like that, you have to earn, like, your position to
Yes.
have the right to say
If
things
Mahomes,
to people.
Brady-
You can't just go have a terrible season and then get in someone's face.
Hurts, Stafford, if any of them did that, they probably want to get the taunting penalty. But
Well,
Probably
even
not.
if they
but
get the taunting penalty, you forgive them.
you're
Like,
you're right. You
earned
do
your right to get a
But
penalty. Whatever.
exactly what you said. JJ hasn't earned that right yet.
It's we've talked about it on the Survive This pod for sure, but this is definitely, even though they finished 9-8, one of the more disappointing Viking seasons that I can remember in a long time. Even though at the beginning of the year I said, if Sam Darnold can win us 14, 15 games in a year, JJ McCarthy can win us 10. He technically didn't do that because Carson Wentz won a bunch of games too.
Yep.
And Max Brosmer to even
That
even
makes it
Max
even worse.
Brosmer, but
That means that, like, perfectly, not even mediocre, worse than mediocre, got us wins, and we still couldn't get wins.
yeah,
with it.
I really don't, and I've seen the reports of the Vikings want to bring in veterans to kind of like light a fire underneath JJ, give him some competition, yada yada. I feel worse and worse and worse about him even being on the team next year. Like I don't know what you do. You can't trade him. You can't cut him.
Mm-mm.
You're
Mm-mm.
gonna like this is a pride moment now. This
It's
is
basically
GM
a
losing
hope
his
and
job kind
prayer.
of stuff. Yes, you're hoping that he has a complete, total personality change
And no
over this
injuries.
season.
Good play and no injury. Well,
He needs to have
decent play and no injuries.
he needs to have a good off season. Like get into the gym, work with your court, work with your wideouts, work with your team.
Stop
like
picking
actually
up your damn back leg.
take yes, go to a QB camp or something.
Yeah, go back to high school and
You
learn
know
how to
what I
play
mean?
like by
Like-
fundamentals.
Learn how to throw a little bit. So there's different stuff. But hey, Jaden Daniels didn't do too much. He had a true sophomore slump this
Well,
year.
he also got injured a lot too.
He did, and he played 7 games, completion percentage of 60.6, 1,200 total passing yards, 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and a QB rating of 88. But you're right, he didn't live up to what they did last year. But man, it is the injury-ridden thing, but the Commanders need to figure a lot of stuff out. Defensive coordinator gone, offensive coordinator gone. They got a top 7 or top 10 pick.
Jaden Daniels not happy that Cliff Kingsbury got let go.
Saw that.
Not great.
Yeah, saw that.
But it's just writ large of like watching the Browns, the Titans, the Raiders, the Jets,
The best teams in the league.
the best of the best. But just some of the worst quarterback play that I have seen in such a long time.
Yeah.
And you as a Commanders fan being like, it's Thanksgiving, baby. My team is on. They're playing the Cowboys, and oh my God, that's Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the stuff.
He came in and held his own. He didn't do too bad.
No.
But
then you're like, hey, is that Josh Johnson? Yeah. Oh my God.
let's just say this.
Josh Johnson's as old as my dad.
Yeah, 39.
It's shocking.
39.
It's incredibly shocking to
He
me.
was wheeling and dealing out there in that last game, and I absolutely loved it.
Easy.
But no, it just goes to show like how bad our quarterback play was. We were 4th in running this year, running attempts per game, and but Bill is nice. So we have some decent players to build around, young players.
Right.
Are we going to build around them? That's the question.
Yeah, so we don't have young players. We need to win now.
You also don't have young players. Your offensive line is like 35 and up.
Well, the building block is Jaden McLaren, and we got Bill, and then we got Chris Rodriguez Jr., which is nice.
But it's hard to
Okay.
survive on only skill
Those are the
players.
younger
I was
pieces.
going to say, you just named back-to-back running backs.
Yeah, I know.
And honestly,
Our offensive line is old as hell.
here's what the switch could be to really make the Commanders great. If the Vikings offensive line went to the Commanders,
They didn't look good.
they're much better.
Might not help.
They are much better.
Now Christian Darrisaw
But they
is
still
on
didn't look great.
my serious, you need to not be injured all the fucking time list. But if they didn't shoot their wad with Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil this offseason,
Yeah.
they could have probably made some
Well,
interesting
shoot,
moves.
and Bobby Wagner too.
Bobby Wagner is one of 3 linebackers in NFL history at 2,000 tackles. Be careful.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Be
No,
careful.
true wideout one depth, edge rusher, and offensive line depth is what they need.
A lot.
They need a lot, and one pick is not going to do that. So we're
But-
rebuilding right now. It's going to be an interesting year next year.
But they could use that very high first-round pick to really make a difference. Maybe trade down,
Yeah.
accumulate some more draft picks.
They could.
Bolster the roster with younger guys, take some chances on some other people in the 3rd, 4th round, like whatever. I don't see that path for the Vikings.
No.
They
Yeah,
can't
no.
dangle their mid-first round pick and be like, hey, God, do you think we could move down a little bit and get this
Well,
or
I mean,
get that?
yeah, we basically have to bank on a miracle with a quarterback and pick up a safety.
Quarterback play goes a long way. I was just going to
Well,
say that
secondary,
before
yeah.
you guys got into your Vikings talk. Like when Jaden's healthy, he can make so much happen on the offensive end, and they can keep the ball out there, and their defense doesn't have to do as much because, I'm going to go score.
Yeah.
And then if their defense happens to get a stop, great. Our secondary sucks too, but that's a whole nother conversation. Jaden needs to, the Vikings quarterback, and Jaden needs to come back next year and actually have a season worthwhile. And I bet they're both playoff contenders. I don't know about making the playoffs, but playoff contenders.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we were a playoff, depending on how you view it. If we had one more win against Chicago in that game that was just weird, we're the number 1 in the division.
That's what I mean. So like,
Oh,
but
also,
your guys' division was
if
so
the
much.
freaking Packers didn't tie,
Yeah.
we would be in the playoffs right now as a 7th
Yeah.
seed.
And wouldn't we all still have that account that we had all together because we lost that week?
That's true.
Yeah, we would.
That's true.
I mean, we wouldn't have got the money. 'Cause
Damn
congratulations,
Packers.
Mary Grace, for being amazing at this. But
But your guys' division going from what it did last year to what it did this year,
Yeah,
it
flipping.
completely flipped.
Yeah.
It's like, what the heck just happened? Bears, Packers, Vikings, Lions, right? Is that how it ended? Yeah. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what we do this offseason. That's the end of my Commanders rant, but we need to figure something out. It'll be interesting to see who they bring in or who Jaden wants to get brought in for the O coordinator spot. So
what's worse, Matt? The ending of Stranger Things or J.J. McCarthy?
Oh boy. Buckle up.
Oh, JJ McCarthy for sure, because I don't have that much of my heart invested in Stranger Things. I'm just frustrated by it.
There you
We're
go.
not getting into that. Maybe we're going to have a special episode.
No, we're definitely not.
If you want a special episode, comment below.
Absolutely. If you guys want to hear our thoughts on Stranger Things,
and they're not going to be good.
and they're not going to be good, absolutely
I'll
comment.
just be
let us
over
know.
here eating popcorn because I still haven't seen it. Maybe you guys can explain the whole timeline to
Nope,
me
can't.
this way.
I
Sorry,
don't think anyone
The
can.
show didn't, so
Okay.
how can I?
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
Keep
all right.
going.
We need to move on to the last lesson. The NFL doesn't start until week 8. everything that is expected needs to be measured. I feel like because we did the Survive This pod every single week,
Mm-hmm.
we had very like ESPN style reactions to like the Panthers are good, the Panthers are bad.
Oh, yeah.
The Packers are good, the Packers are bad. Oh, maybe the Commanders win this week. Maybe the Vikings are back this week. Oh, we got to ride the Patriots. Oh, we got to take anyone against the Titans. Whatever.
We never said the Vikings are back.
No. Wouldn't have ever picked him either to survive this, and I won't ever. So here's just some teams after week 8 and their records. Chicago was 4-3 after week 8. They finished 11-6.
Impressive.
Carolina was 4-4. They finished 8-9. The New Orleans Saints were 1-7, and they finished 6-11. Indianapolis was 7-1.
Dang.
And they finished 8-9.
I really like that team.
1-8 in the last 9 games for them. Baltimore was 2-5. They ended up 8-9. Houston was 3-4. We were quite worried about. I was quite worried about Houston.
Yeah.
They ended 12-5.
Dang.
Tampa was 6-2, ended 8-9. And Seattle was 5-2, and they ended their season 14-3.
I mean, that being said, I don't
Say
know
that
if that's
Seattle
a
stat
popular
again?
thing, though.
Seattle was 5-2 after week 8, and they
5-2.
ended their season 14-3. They lost.
They only lost one
for
game
the rest
after
of the
week
year.
8. Week 8's the halfway point, right? No, a little under the halfway point.
Because there's 18 weeks
Yeah,
technically, and
Dang.
all I'm saying is no bold proclamations after a month in. No, this is the team that is going to win the Super Bowl. This is going to be how it goes.
Has this
This
been
is
a
what it's
yearly
going to be.
thing? Or is it just kind of this year's been unique?
This has been a weird year. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have a playoffs that doesn't
I mean,
include...
last year was even more weird. Like,
But this year we don't have Lamar Jackson. We don't have Patrick Mahomes.
Or
We
Burrow.
don't have Joe Burrow. We don't... I
That's
would even
probably
put
the why
Jaden
the
Daniels in
rule's
there.
there.
We don't have a
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels in there. Like, there's a handful of guys. I think I saw for the 1 seed and the 2 seed for each side of the playoffs, none of them have any playoff wins
You
between
know
them.
who's going to get paid? I just thought about this. You know who's going to get paid next year? Malik Willis.
Malik Willis is going to get an
He is going to
extraordinary
get
amount of money
a
to suck ass.
Back to the Jets.
Oh, absolutely. They did the Justin Fields thing, and now they're like, hey, what if we had somebody that was slightly worse?
hot
Oh my
take.
gosh.
He's better than Jordan Love.
Oh, that's garbage.
People
That's
have been
garbage.
saying that.
That's garbage.
I've
Stop it.
seen
I think
that.
Jordan Love is just overrated. Like,
This is not a part of the lessons.
He is
This is not a part of the lessons.
mediocre. He's not terrible. He's just not elite.
Man,
Stop saying he's elite.
Man.
when the Vikings give Malik Willis a 30-year contract or a $30 million
Then we'll find
deal,
out how bad he really
then
is.
we'll see. Then we'll see. But yeah, I just think I personally feel I was getting too high on the horse every single week and then way too down. It was way too up, way too down, way too often.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
And
if you guys
trust
saw-
the Cardinals.
I trust the Cardinals.
Or no, you trust someone against the Cardinals. That's what it was.
No, we trusted
I trust
the Cardinals to beat the Titans.
and
Oh,
they
sorry.
didn't.
That's right.
But I think you just have to be more tempered, not so reactionary, more relaxed.
Put that into the commandments next year. You know what we should do? We should do before the Survive This series starts up next year, because I think we're going to run it back. I'll talk with the guys at another later date. We should do a 10 Commandments of the Survive This series.
Oh my God. Papa P's got to get on, and Mary Grace has to get on.
Yeah.
We got to have guests for every single commandment.
Mary Grace definitely
We
needs to be
do.
there. 'Cause
Mary
she needs to tell
Grace-
us how to
We do.
play.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mary Grace, give us 10 ways that you won last year, and she's just going to be
Yeah.
like, oh, I just flipped a
She
coin
has
every week.
to.
No offense, Mary Grace. I know you're not listening.
Plugged it in the chat GPT, and let's see what happens.
So anyways, those are just some of the lessons that I think that we need to abide by, or I need to abide by.
I like those
going
lessons.
into next year. And just remember.
Yeah, I was
And
pretty
don't go crazy.
relaxed, and then Tampa Bay decided they were the worst team ever.
Oh my gosh. Indianapolis decided they were the worst team ever.
Yeah, but I never
Dang,
picked
7
them.
and
Well, I
1
picked
to
them at a
what they
good
did.
time. I picked them early.
I was going to say I picked them early too, personally. So.
7-1 to what they ended up. Holy moly.
But those Saints ruined me. They were like the Cardinals.
Now that we've learned some lessons for next year, do you guys want to talk about the fired coaches?
Yes.
I'm going to take that as a yes. So we've got a handful of guys that have already been fired this year. So Brian Daboll, Brian Callahan. Giants and Titans have played with interim coaches for a good majority of the year, especially the Titans. But there was quite a few that got purged on Monday of this week, which they call Black Monday. And today, there was actually a very big firing that happened, or I should say parted up ways, and we already alluded to it a little bit. But after 18 years, John Harbaugh is leaving the Baltimore Ravens. The biggest one of the bunch. I'll run through the other names in a minute, but I just feel like we got to talk about John Harbaugh.
I saw that. And before we talk about John Harbaugh, I want to get your guys' opinion on the whole parted ways thing. What do you think that is? It's just a nice way to be like, hey, we fired his ass.
That's corporate speak.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
He retired.
Yeah.
And then he got a job 6 months later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I mean, they do that for any corporation. It's not specific to that.
He's taking an early retirement to spend more time with his family.
Yeah.
No, he was definitely looking at the skirts of the ladies in the office.
And then he's going to be back on the Giants later.
Yeah.
He got caught by that Coldplay cam or whatever.
Woohoo! Couldn't be me. Wouldn't go to a Coldplay concert. Anyways, and I don't think anybody else should. But I just think
I would agree with you on that.
I feel like for the Ravens side of things, and it's been kind of chaotic for Harbaugh's tenure with Lamar Jackson, even though Lamar's won a couple MVPs. Those two were always not on the same page with his injury timelines. John Harbaugh would say Lamar's not playing or he is playing this week. And then Lamar would say the complete opposite of whatever John Harbaugh would say. It feels like management made a decision. We're going with Lamar. Thank you, John.
Which is the right choice.
Which is the right choice.
Smart.
Thank you for your service, John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to also look at it this way. The Ravens in this century have had two coaches. Like, that's pretty good.
He was there for 20-some years?
Well, he was there for 18 years.
Yeah.
And then Brian Billick, who won the Super Bowl in 2000 with the Ravens, was the other coach.
Did he handle the offensive side?
Yeah.
Harbaugh?
This is part of the John Harbaugh complaints, actually, is that he didn't really handle either side. He was a special teams coach.
I do not like their offensive decisions. They have a very strong offense with bad decisions.
Well, it's hilarious that you mentioned that because John Harbaugh, apparently a big part of why they were parting ways is he did not want to let the offensive coordinator go, Todd Monken.
Well, that's not going to do it.
Yeah. So I feel like this is a good step for the Ravens. I feel like
did they get rid of their coordinator then?
Well, I'm
he's going to be gone eventually.
Yeah. House.
Okay.
I also think that this is a good move for John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you gotta give something else a try.
Yeah.
Yep.
And honestly, I think he's probably the most attractive head coaching candidate that's out there. Not by looks, mind you.
Purely by looks.
But just an adult in the room. An adult in the room. I think he would be a solid guy for the Giants. I think he would be a complete disaster for the Raiders. Like, it's somewhere in between those places of like, you need to have some establishment, but also he can't be, the whole ideology can't come from him. He comes from the Andy Reid tree. Mm-hmm. So he was a special teams coordinator for Andy Reid when he was in Philadelphia. So like, it goes back a very, very long ways for these guys. I think it was a good move. I think it was a good move for both sides of things.
It's about time, yeah.
Let me run through some other coaches. So Jonathan Gannon, we mentioned him before, got fired. Raiders, Pete Carroll. What a shocker that was. Guys,
we're also heartbroken.
Couldn't see that one coming.
I picked the Raiders to make the playoffs this year.
Don't tell people that.
Yeah, you should probably never mention that again.
Not going to edit that out, but don't tell people that.
Don't edit that out. I deserve to hang from that one. Again, Giants, Brian Daboll. Titans, Brian Callahan. Browns, Kevin Stefanski. And the Falcons fired Raheem Morris a couple minutes after the game ended.
Saw that.
Yeah,
and their
that was
GM.
Quick.
He canned both of them.
Yeah, they took him out. Apparently, Matt Ryan might be the president of football operations there, so that's kind of exciting.
Okay.
Yeah. Does he have any front office experience, Trevor?
No.
He doesn't. No. Oh, but that's fine.
He's got locker room experience.
It's the Falcons.
It's the same thing, right?
Who else should be fired the second they're done is the Eagles coach.
Oh, Sirianni?
Yes.
You guys are not Sirianni fans.
Oh, he's such a dude.
Just
the dude's
lost
nuts.
the second seed.
Oh, that was
idiot.
stupid. Yeah, not starting anyone. Yeah, that was dumb.
They didn't want to. They didn't want that smoke. They didn't want the Packers.
They
apparently.
didn't. The Bears. The Bears are going to.
As in, like, they just disappeared.
I think the Packers are favored, not by much, but maybe like 2.5 going into Chicago this week.
They're favored by 1.5.
Are they?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's shocking.
Wild.
That's crazy.
Wild.
I want to go to Iowa right now and bet that, like, for the Bears.
I'm
I
ready.
mean, I don't trust either one of those teams, so
So which one of these jobs would you say? This feels pretty obvious. Most desirable, we would probably say Baltimore, right? Like, that's the job you want.
Oh, Baltimore's mostly, what they have there, yes.
especially if you can fit well with Lamar and get him on your side.
So how about a runner-up between the Cardinals, the Raiders, the Giants, the Titans, the Browns, and the Falcons?
I don't think the Cardinals is. I don't like it, but like it's not the worst you can do.
I don't know. I'm going to go with the Giants. I like that Scatabo and Dart combination when hopefully Scatabo comes back. Scatabo, however you say his name, the running back.
Scattaboo sounds cooler.
Scatterbo,
does.
I think is actually how you say
You're
it.
also inheriting an incredible front seven
Yeah.
for your defense.
Yeah.
You are, but I don't trust Jackson Dart as much as other people are.
Oh, I don't either.
I don't know if I trust him, but I
I
just
don't
like
either.
how they both play.
I don't either. I was going to say the Falcons. They
I
play
don't-
in a terrible
yeah.
division, and they have
That's
Bijan
true.
Robinson. I'm kind of in.
They
like,
got
But
zero
they
quarterback.
need some big changes too. So like you need a.
You don't want to go with 34-year-old Michael Penix or 44-year-old Kirk Cousins?
I think the problem with
No.
the Falcons is if you don't do good in the first 2 years, you're gone.
Phillip Rivers is
That
probably going to
is
get the
how
call
it
from the
goes there.
Falcons next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, I guess I would probably say the Falcons. I just think you can't touch the Browns, the Raiders, or the Titans with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah,
No.
I think Cardinals you could go there, and if you fail a couple of years, they're going to be like, you know, it's the
You
Cardinals.
live in Arizona. It's
yeah.
great.
Yeah,
The only
exactly.
thing
Get it,
that
great
the
golf,
only
let's
thing
go.
that's appealing about the Titans is the new stadium that's coming up, which looks absolutely sick.
Yeah,
But that's
that
about
does
it.
look awesome.
That's about it.
I mean, they probably can't go down, so I mean, your
Titans?
upside is they should go
Well,
up.
they could go
some point.
defeated, I guess.
I think if you just want to, I want to speculate a little bit on the Ravens coach because I've seen a couple names floated around. If Brian Flores doesn't get that job on the Ravens,
Please don't leave us.
like,
You're our
I don't know.
only
I don't know
hope.
what's going on.
You're
Like,
our
that is
only hope.
Defensive
That is
coordinator,
the-
right?
for the Vikings.
Yeah.
That
He
is
pretty much has
the
to reject it,
perfect
that's
place.
why.
Yes, that is the perfect place.
As a Vikings fan, is there incentives of staying in Minnesota?
No.
With what just happened?
to make me and Matt happy.
That's it.
Two.
No.
Yep, two people.
No, there's
Al, he can have our head coaching position. I don't care.
well,
Just
no,
keep
KOC
him.
can sit
okay,
behind
we're
him.
gonna let's KOC is gonna be his backup head
Yeah.
coach. No, I think if the Ravens are smart with their coaches, like I said, they've had two coaches this century, probably even going back a little bit further when Brian Billick was a coach in like late 90s. If Brian Flores is not on a plane to Baltimore tonight, I don't know what's going on.
Or at least offered the position for sure.
Like I just
You said there's rumors swirling that they're calling for his interview.
him and Jesse Minter, who's the defensive coordinator for the Chargers,
Oh, is that
Okay.
what you meant by on a plane? Is to go to the interview or
Yes.
to like actually just take the position?
just take the deal,
I'll just take it. Yeah.
take the job, take the job. Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
I think Brian Flores with the Giants would be interesting because he's got that incredible young defense.
You know what? If we
With the rest of these teams, I don't think he would fit all that well.
if we're horrendous next year and he does go to the Ravens, I'll root for them.
I'd root for him.
Yeah.
I support Brian Flores.
You're still supporting the colors.
Well,
purple.
Yeah, that's the
I guess.
reason. I also don't mind the Ravens. I have nothing against them.
and I guess we'll see with these playoffs. I mean, I don't really anticipate any of these playoff coaches to be fired, but I mean, it's pretty realistic that the Bills coach I almost said Doug McDermott.
Doug McDermott. That's a basketball player. That's not even the coach's name. That's his son's name.
Coach McDermott, who is the coach of the Bills. I mean, if they don't get out of the first round, I think he gets bounced.
Probably.
There's no excuse.
Who
This
are they
is-
playing?
They are playing again.
What seed did
The
they get?
Jags. They got the 6th seed.
Okay.
They're playing in Jacksonville.
I mean, that's not a game you really want to start with. The Jags are a little unpredictable.
Oh, certainly not. Nope. Nope. They definitely
This
wanted
year's
the 5
playoffs
seed.
is going to be. I think it's going to be very interesting.
AFC is going to be wild.
Yeah, there's going to be games where just like, who won? Oh, what?
And you know what would be the worst? I think we already talked about this too on the Survivor podcast. But if you get like Seattle and Denver in the Super Bowl or something,
Yeah.
and you have zero offense, And so all you're watching is like a 3-0 game.
Yeah.
That'd be something.
It's gonna be mostly safeties. It's gonna be the first Super Bowl to have a safety by each team.
That'd be amazing. Bet that prop bet.
Final score is 4-2.
Bet it hard.
Before we get to the playoffs, we need to finish our regular season wrap up with some NFL awards.
Ooh.
And I just need some help because I don't understand a lot of these. Actually, I understand most of them. I don't understand a few of them.
Didn't you? Are these awards that you're giving out? Or
These are the odds winners, the top odds people right now for MVP, offensive coach, like that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So first off, MVP. It's a Matthew Stafford, Drake May showdown.
Mm-hmm.
This fluctuates like crazy. Last week, Drake May was a favorite with minus 390. Now he's in second place with plus 135. Matthew Stafford last week was plus 280. Now he's minus 165. Trevor Lawrence is third, if you're curious, at plus 30,000.
Not curious.
Not really going to share any stats on
I was
them.
going to say, this is between those two.
So here is the statistical differences between Matt Stafford and Drake May this year. Matt Stafford threw for over 4,700 yards. That was first in the NFL. He had 46 passing touchdowns. Which is a little shocking. I didn't realize that. That was first. 65% completion percentage, which was 17th. He had 8 interceptions, which is tied for 16th, and a 71 QBR, which is 4th. Drake May had 4,394 passing yards, which is 4th. He only had 31 passing touchdowns, which is shockingly tied for 3rd. So not a big difference between, a very big difference between Matt Stafford number 1 and Drake May at 3rd. He was first in the NFL with a 72% completion percentage.
Dang.
That's impressive.
He had 8 interceptions, just like Matt Stafford, and had a 77.2 QBR, which was first. Statistically, no one's really blowing you off the map, right?
Mm-mm.
For me, this MVP vote comes down to the Legacy Narrative Award of the century, with giving this award to Matt Stafford.
Stafford, yeah.
Everyone has tripped over themselves to believe that Matt Stafford deserves this. And sorry, Eddie, if you're listening, but it is asinine to give him the award over Drake May when Drake May is the 2nd seed in the AFC and Matt Stafford couldn't even win his freaking division.
Well, the MVP is the most valuable player of that team, and the Patriots doing what they did last year to what they did this year with Drake May at the helm. Right? Am I wrong?
No, I don't think you're wrong at all.
From a different perspective here.
Sure.
Matt Stafford is in the hardest division, probably.
Yes. I would agree
most
with that.
difficult division in all of the NFL right now.
Yes.
So, not winning that division, I don't feel like means as much.
Who does Drake May throw to, and who does Stafford throw to?
Well,
that's another big
depends
thing
what
too.
day, because everyone's injured every other day.
But man, when you got Puka you're throwing to, and that's the only guy I can name because I'm that cool at NBA
Devontae
teams.
Devontae had 14 touchdowns this year.
Yeah.
He just got hurt like a little bit at the end. That was it. That was it.
Yeah. It would have been fun to see if those two were together the whole time.
I don't know. I believe the MVP needs to go to the most valuable player of that team and what they did from years past, and I think that's Drake May.
I'm going to relate this back to an episode that we did around the Christmas break called the Diane Warren Awards.
Oh, yeah.
If you'll entertain that.
Go back and listen to that. It was very fun.
Hear this song? No, I'm just kidding.
I can't recreate perfection. The whole point of that award show that we did was to reward people that did not get the reward at the proper time of their life. This is a very common occurrence in all award related stuff. They don't want to give it to the young guy because the young guy should have more opportunities to win it, so they're going to give it to the old guy.
I don't think that applies. I truly believe that they're very close.
Matt Stafford died on the field in Detroit 9 different times. DeMar Hamlin
and he's
style.
Still hanging
and they're
in.
like, I know, but that's the narrative. Is like he went through so much crap in Detroit. It's so terrible for him. And oh my gosh, it was incredible that he won a Super Bowl. And wow, that's so wonderful. And oh, he's still slanging it out there. He's 36 years old. He's got those big fake ass veneers in his mouth. Let's give him MVP.
I actually think the odds are perfectly fine the way they are. Like, it's really close.
Who's leading right now? Stafford.
But
hammer that Drake May bet.
From my perspective, it's almost a coin toss.
When is it decided? End of the year or end of the playoffs?
Well, okay, so it's a regular season award.
It is, okay.
So people have to vote on it now.
Okay.
It's given out
Stafford's
the week of the
getting
Super Bowl.
Stafford's getting the fucking award. It's stupid. Drake May should get it, but Stafford's going to get it.
That's my point as well. That it's okay to give it to Drake May, even though it's his second year in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's okay.
How did he do last year?
Bad.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But he didn't play the full year either.
Okay.
They had him sit behind Jacoby Brissett, who's the greatest quarterback in Arizona Cardinals history now.
If we were in Iowa,
Well, he'll get Offensive Player of the Year. He'll be fine.
Jacoby Brissett?
No. Drake May.
Drake May?
Yeah.
No, because we'll get to that in a minute. That one is the real perplexing one for me.
before we move on, if we were in Iowa right now, if my address was in Iowa, I would be hammering that Drake May bet right now, and just to see what happens.
Absolutely.
But we can't do that in Minnesota because gambling laws. But keep going, Matt.
So next up, we got Coach of the Year. I kind of covered this before in the lessons that we need to remember. So Mike Vrabel is a favorite. He's minus 370. They're the second seed in the playoffs. I mean, literally a flip for them. Took them from disaster to a powerhouse. It really doesn't surprise me. People love Mike Vrabel. He won Coach of the Year when he was with the Tennessee Titans. Not a shock. Mike Macdonald,
He fights for his players.
He really does.
Legit gets in scrimmages and F's people up.
Mike Macdonald, who is the second-year coach for the Seahawks, who were the number 1 seed this year, is plus 410. It's a shocking improvement for the Seahawks from year to year. I mean, really, really crazy. I do feel like Mike Macdonald deserves a little more consideration for his efforts than being that crazy of like a favorite. Like it's pretty incredible what he was able to do from a year-to-year standpoint.
Yeah.
But again, this award really just rewards the first-year coach that comes in and immediately flips things because they have a terrible schedule and yada yada whatever.
True.
So it doesn't flip anything. Just happens to walk into the right spot.
Which leads me to Liam Cohn, who is third, plus 700. Took the Jags. The Jags were 4-13 in 2024. Took them to 13-4. You know, whatever. Again, if I had the Coach of the Year vote, I would probably go with Mike Macdonald here. I don't know about you guys.
So Ben Johnson's not involved in this at all?
Not really.
Okay.
It's weird.
Yeah. You would think.
It's really strange.
Because when you hear Coach of the Year, I was like, well, the Bears have completely did a 180.
Ben Johnson plus 8,000.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Plus 8,000. Yeah, that bad. That much of a difference.
Give Drake May the MVP and give Vrabel the freaking Coach of the Year.
Yeah. That's kind of where it's headed. Now, Offensive Player of the Year. I want to play a little game because I don't understand this. So I'm just going to read off some stats. I'm not going to say player names. I'm not going to say odds.
Uh-oh.
You guys can see the doc.
We've already done great on a quiz.
You guys can see the doc, so you know where this is headed. But
I don't study.
I haven't looked at it.
For the listeners, I'm curious what they think about who is the favorite and who is not the favorite when I get done reading these stats out, okay? This player has 119 catches, which is fourth in the NFL, 1,793 receiving yards, which is first, and 10 receiving touchdowns, which is tied for sixth. This other person, who is the second person, I should say, these people are 1 and 2 right now. They had 129 receptions, which is first in the NFL, 1,715 receiving yards, which was second, 10 receiving touchdowns, which is tied for sixth. So essentially, what the difference is here is player 2 had 10 more receptions than player 1. Player 1 had, 78 more receiving yards than player 2.
Mm-hmm.
That is the difference. Who is the favorite, player 1 or player 2?
So do you favor catches or yards? Is what you're asking us.
I'm asking you. What do you?
I'm gonna say the individual with more yards and less catches, or less catches,
Okay.
What I would have thought too.
because they're more efficient when they catch the ball.
Do you personally value that? Do you
No,
personally
I just want to see
value that?
stats.
Okay.
I want to see numbers.
So Jackson Smith-Njigba, the Seattle Seahawks wide receiver, is player 1.
Okay.
He does have more yards than catches.
Mm-hmm.
He is minus 7,000 minus 7,000 to win Offensive Player of the Year.
Not 700. That's not a typo.
7,000.
Jeez.
Puka Nacua is plus 1,900.
I knew Puka was one of them. I actually thought Puka was the first guy. I didn't even think of Smith and Jigba.
I mean,
tell me why there's such a discrepancy.
Because of the team they're on.
But it goes back to that Stafford point.
Yeah.
Puka is playing on the number 5 seed, number 6 seed, whatever. Jackson Smith and Jigba is playing on the 1 seed. Is that the difference? Because if that is the difference, then show me a Drake May MVP.
Yeah.
No, that actually, I think that's a good point. That could be the difference of why Drake May should win the MVP. Is because you're pointing out exactly like Stafford has help.
Yep.
Drake May does, but not the help, not the name
He's got
that
Stephon Diggs who's choking people out and having babies with Cardi B.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking necessarily receivers wise. I just mean his team is good.
I just want to get that shot in.
But yeah,
I love it.
It's fair.
It.
I also, you should continue to hit or just take out Diggs here.
Well, I wouldn't say the word hit.
Yeah, no, that's why I switched.
Drake May being able to do what he did without the help that you just named off, with Puka being in L.A. and Adams. We keep going back to this MVP talk.
We keep going back to it.
Well,
because I just feel like it applies
they also
to this
were
award.
injured a lot. Each one was injured at different times. So yeah, you had help all the time, but there's been injuries all year too.
I don't understand that wide of a discrepancy.
That's huge. You said minus 7,000 and plus
minus
900?
7,000.
No, it should be as close as the quarterbacks were.
It absolutely should be.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
Because even for Defensive Player of the Year, which I didn't include the rest of the guys because it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, Garrett's getting that.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Myles.
Myles Garrett is minus 50,000 to win the award. Yeah, he's got it. Because he's got 23 sacks this year. Nobody else matters. Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter are on that list as well. They're like plus a million.
Minus 50,000. Sheepers.
But I just think this is so much closer. And honestly, Christian McCaffrey, who had a really bad last week, he is plus 10,000 now after being plus 380 last week for Offensive Player of the Year. That's how much the gap widened when the Seahawks won their division. McCaffrey this year, 311 rushing attempts at second, 1,200 rushing yards as eighth, 10 rushing touchdowns, tied for ninth. As a receiver, and this is amongst running backs, 102 receptions, first among running backs, 924 receiving yards, first among running backs, 7 receiving touchdowns, first among running backs. Don't you think if Puka's in this consideration and Christian McCaffrey should also crazy, all three of them play in the same division.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned the NFC West is definitely the hardest division in football, but I don't know the last time that we saw top 3 like that. But I find that part so hard to believe. Why would I not just put $5 on Puka Nacua at this point?
Yeah.
Plus, that's times 19.
Yeah.
19 times 5. That's what I'm getting.
It's a nice payout.
Or I put $5 on Jackson Smith and Jigba, and I still have to pay in more after I win.
That's why they did it. They know he's actually going to win. And so they're
they're
let's make
fixing
no
it.
one bet on
it. Yeah, I love a nice conspiracy
They
theory.
could be fixing it.
So anyways, I still don't understand that. We talked Defensive Player of the Year. We don't need to talk about it anymore. Comeback Player of the Year. McCaffrey's running away with it. Minus 900 makes really good sense. Trevor Lawrence is plus 600, which I think is a very interesting one.
Is what's his face still in the comeback player of the year?
Where's DeMar at?
DeMar's not on there. Aiden Hutchinson is third. Plus
He just got his Diane Warren Award, so I think he might be permanently off that list.
Yeah.
He still has to go to the ceremony, mind you. He still has to go.
Is he presenting the award?
Yeah, it's actually named after him now. The DeMar Hamlin Comeback Player of the Year Award.
Oh. Damn.
So even when he can't make the Bills roster next year, he's got to come to the NFL awards and present.
Shit.
So let's move on to Offensive Rookie of the Year. Another one that's just a little confusing to me. So Teteroa McMillan is minus 1,500 right now to win, which is lovely for me because I bet on him to win Rookie of the Year in the preseason. So I have a nice payout coming.
What'd you get him at?
I got him at, oh gosh, I knew you were going to fucking ask me that. Now you have to wait.
We'll wait.
Good.
So he's what, minus 1,500 right now?
He's minus 1,500 right now.
So you probably got him at what, minus 200, minus 300? Because that's usually what all those, like if I'm looking at basketball preseason stuff, or if I'm looking at...
Dear listeners, Aspen and Trevor are making out on the couch right now.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
For the record, I got Tetaroa at plus 1,200.
Oh.
Yes. So.
And he's minus 1,500 right now.
And he's minus 1,500 right now.
Congratulations to you.
So, Tetaroa had 70 receptions this year, which was 34th overall.
Where's he play again?
Carolina.
Okay.
Nice job in doing your research.
Thanks.
Over 1,000 yards receiving.
I just studied for the quiz and then I was done.
And 7 touchdowns. I'm going to say some people that are in sort of the same like class as him, that are not in the top 3 for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Igbuka had 76 less yards and just a few less catches. And Tyler Warren, who's the tight end for Indy, had 76 catches, but only 817 yards. So like,
okay,
just a little bit of a comparison. But he's the runaway favorite. Tyler Schaff was pretty close for like a hot minute there, but kind of really fell off. Actually, Jackson Dart is second at plus 1,000.
Really?
162 yards per game, 15 passing touchdowns, 63% completion percentage, 5 interceptions in 14 games. This is where I don't understand why Tyler Schaff fell off the hill. So Tyler Schaff was in the hundreds last week, plus 100s. Now he is plus 1,800.
Jeez.
He had 216 passing yards per game, 10 passing touchdowns, a 67% completion percentage, 5 interceptions in 11 games. You telling me that's not better than Jackson Dart?
That's better than Jackson Dart.
I know Jackson Dart had some rushing and some rushing touchdowns.
Must be off. Oh,
like,
there we go.
Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like it could still be a little bit of a competition between Schaff and McMillan.
Total side note, I think you would be a really good line setter.
You think so?
I think so.
I think I'd be dog shit at it.
Really?
Yeah. I think I would be really bad because I would want people to win.
Okay, that makes sense. You want them to be closer.
Yeah.
But you're making the money for Vegas, though, if you put them that close.
I know, so I wouldn't really have a job.
Yeah, you would get fired.
I would get canned, like, right away.
Matt, you don't know the script, you're gone.
Yeah, I'd be out. So, Tetaroa looks like he's going to walk away with it. That's nice and all. I still don't think he's the best wide receiver in this group, but that's just me. Last award, the one that everybody loves, Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'll give you 3 guesses to guess who the favorite Carson Schwessinger plays for. Who does he play for?
Carson Schwessinger.
Who he play for?
Can I get a division?
No.
Damn.
Give you a conference.
Division? Yeah, I was going to say conference.
Give me a
AFC.
Colts.
No. He's a linebacker. There's another one.
I don't know.
He plays in a good defense.
Texans.
No.
Denver.
No.
Can't be that good then.
Steelers.
No. He plays for the Browns.
Oh, that is a good defense.
Plays in a really good defense.
Plays for the Browns.
Can't score points, though.
Yeah.
He had 156 total tackles this year, which was 6th in the NFL.
We kind of
good.
assume that Myles Garrett is the only person on the Browns.
Yeah, I don't know if they have anybody else.
Well, they have a rookie.
Denzel Ward is good for the Browns. James Pierce is second. He is the defensive end for the Falcons. It's plus 420. He had 10.5 sacks this year. It's pretty nice. And Nick Emanuwari is a safety for the Seattle Seahawks. He is plus 3,000. He had 81 total tackles, 1 pick, and 11 passes defended. So, exactly who we thought was going to win defense.
Exactly.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Obviously.
All those Abdul Carter people that bet on him when he was minus odds, they're morons.
Did you?
No.
Good job.
No, because I didn't think the Giants were going to be good. So anyways,
The Browns are getting 2. They're getting Defensive Player of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year.
That's right.
Dang.
And they just fired their
And
head coach.
they are
What are they going to do with their offense next
Yes.
year? What are they going to do with their offense next year?
He had like 111 passing yards, man.
Oh, crushed
In
it.
that last game.
Oh,
They
yeah.
won, dude. They beat the Bengals because they had 2 defensive touchdowns.
Yeah.
So those are the awards this year. They're kind of unremarkable. They're not as exciting.
No one stands out.
Last year was kind of exciting with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson going back and forth. Like, that was a lot more exciting. Maybe just because I liked him a little bit more. I like him a little bit more. But we'll see who wins, Stafford or Drake May, if we need to have another emergency Diane Warren Awards for Drake May's benefit. You know,
Nope. We're going to have to wait a year.
wait a whole year.
Whole year to announce that one.
Well, that's the wrap-up for the regular season, fellas. How do we feel?
It's going to be a fun playoffs.
It's going to be a fun playoffs. I think there's going to be some fireworks, and we'll see who makes that Super Bowl. But I don't know. I don't even have an inkling right now.
Yeah.
Well, we're
fun
about-
playoffs,
we're about to get
maybe
into
not
it.
so much Super Bowl.
We're about to get into it for the playoffs.
As long as I take away some money from you guys again, that's okay.
You guys do every year.
Yeah, at least one quarter. What do we got, Matt? Let's talk playoffs.
So I just got some outstanding questions. We're just gonna
I'm ready.
spitball, kick the old spitball back and forth, as the kids would say.
Ooh.
Here are the seedings. That's gross. I don't appreciate that,
Spitball.
and the listeners don't either. The 3 people that were listening, one just turned off.
Sorry, DJ.
So here are the playoff seedings.
All we have left is Eddie because we talked good
I
about
was
the
just
Rams for
gonna
a
say,
second.
they got-
I'm
Eddie-
the only one to keep it Eddie here because
Yeah.
you guys were ripping on Stafford here.
You were,
That is true.
You were,
Also,
doing the Lord's work for Matt Stafford over there.
they're going to have to make it a 20-hour and 26 minutes in to hear
Eddie,
that.
I
so.
have your back. The Rams are great. Stafford's great.
If you made it this far, we appreciate
Keep
it.
listening.
We appreciate it.
We're
so,
just spitballing now.
so here are the playoff seedings for round 1, which begins on Saturday. They play Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. In the AFC, the number 1 seed is the Denver Broncos. They get a bye. Number 2 is New England and the Chargers. They actually have the Sunday night game, which is pretty fun. The Jacksonville Jaguars are the 3 seed going against the Bills. And the beloved Pittsburgh Steelers are the 4 seed going against the number 5 seed Houston Texans. In the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks are the number 1 seed. They get a bye. Number 2 seed is the Chicago Bears against the Green Bay Packers. I heard this on a podcast, the Bill Simmons Show, on my way over here today. How many times do you think the Packers and Bears have played in the playoffs? You're very close.
This is their first time.
No. They played 2 times
Oh, okay.
in the playoffs.
That's it.
That's it. And they've been around since the NFL's been
That's
around.
insane.
That is
Yeah,
wild.
that's
They are
crazy.
originals, yeah.
Number 3 seed is the Philadelphia Eagles. They're going against the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers against the LA Rams, which is a rematch because the Panthers actually beat the Rams earlier this year.
I do have a quick question. Do you by any chance know the record? I'm guessing it's Green Bay won the only game that. Or
There's
sorry,
2
was it
games.
2 before this? This will be the
2
third, or
total.
this
This
will be
will
the
be the
second?
third.
This will
Okay.
be the
This will be the
third.
third.
Do you know what the record is by any chance?
Like the first one is in the 40s, so I'm going to give a big fat no to that one.
Okay.
And that game was 16-17.
The other one, it was played. So
I'm sure they'll say it when they're playing, anyways.
yes.
But
They've only played in Chicago. They've never played in Green Bay.
okay,
But I believe that the Bears won both matchups.
makes sense.
I believe. But our amateur intern statistician can definitely
He
look that
just
up for
failed.
us. Yeah,
Aspen's failing. She's sleeping right now.
yeah. Aspen's
Yeah.
just trying to
Damn
lick
it,
inside your
Aspen.
mouth. All right, so my first question for you guys after reading that, who is your absolute favorite from each conference? Trevor,
Thrown on the spot right away.
throw one on the spot.
NFC, I have to go with anyone from the West. I really don't care that much. I just want to see good matchups, but I don't want anyone from NFC North, really. The Bears I'd be fine with, but I don't really want them. The Packers I really don't want, and
You want
Philadelphia I really, really don't want.
Okay.
So you don't want anyone on that side to win?
No, the West I'm fine with.
Okay.
Anyone in the West.
Who's
Alright.
in,
Go
who's
to
in the
Super
West?
Bowl. San Francisco, Seattle, and
LA.
LA, yeah. I don't care which one of those make it.
I
Just
want to
do it.
see San Fran. I want to see San Fran do what the Vikings couldn't. Make it all the way to the Super Bowl while it's at home.
And lose like they did the other time.
No, not lose. Win. Because the Vikings, we already talked about this, and we don't need to bring it back up much, but the Vikings were hot that year, and then Sam Darnold messed up, and all hell broke loose, and they couldn't make it to Minneapolis for the Super Bowl.
I'm sorry, you're talking about the Case Keenum year.
That was Case Keenum?
Yeah, that was not last year.
Yeah, it was not. But speaking of Sam Darnold, I think I might favor Seattle just a little bit, just to see Sam Darnold get
It'd
over
be
the hump
nice.
of what he did in Minnesota.
So you totally copped out. Who are you picking from the NFC? You got to pick
Seattle,
one
I
team.
just said.
Okay, you're picking Seattle.
Yeah, just
San
purely
Fran.
You want
cheering
San
for
Fran?
I do.
Just to make this fun, I'm going to go with the Rams.
Okay.
Okay.
I do genuinely
Keeping Eddie
think so.
listening.
Yeah, Eddie, if you're still listening at this point, your secondary is ass, but your offense is really good, and hopefully Devontae comes back. How about from the AFC? Who are you guys thinking? Taylor? Who do you think is going to come out of the AFC?
Thinking or hoping.
Thinking or hoping?
This is who you would put your money down on. This is going to be
It's tricky in the AFC.
San Francisco versus whoever matchup.
Broncos. I do like Bo Nix.
You think the defense is good?
The defense is good, but
insane.
I do like Bo Nix, and they've been able to. They've been playing well these last couple games. I think that would be a better matchup than Seahawks and Broncos, whatever Trevor said earlier.
Sure. Trevor?
Who I kind of actually want to see is the Patriots, weirdly enough, even though they've
You're
had
putting
enough
your
winning.
you're putting your money on this.
But putting my money on
Seattle, New
I would
England,
never
Super
put my
Bowl.
money on the AFC right now. But I think Denver does have a shot. I will stick with the Patriots. Let's just put
Okay.
both of it on it.
Who do you got?
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Nope.
I gotta go.
They're cursed. They can't do it.
If Josh Allen can't do it this year, then he just can't ever do it.
But all
Yeah.
of his enemies are not in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, all of his enemies
they
are not
find
in
a
the
way to
playoffs.
lose. They'll make it to the conference championship. Don't worry, but they will not make it past.
I was gonna say, the little thing about Josh Allen is his enemies are on his own team.
That is true.
That's just a little secret.
To answer Trevor's question earlier, despite playing over 200 times overall in the most rivaled game in NFL history, that's what good old internet says, the Bears and Packers have only met twice in the playoffs. Once in 1941, the Bears won, and once in 2010, and the Packers won.
One
Oh,
and
that
one.
was
It's
that was
getting
the Rogers.
interesting.
Yeah, that was okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I do remember that. Game
It's a
2010.
tiebreaker.
Most heated rivalry in NFL. Huh, interesting. Okay, keep going.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Bills against the Rams.
So we all have a different squad.
We do. We
Okay,
do.
if I was choosing who I think is actually going to win NFC, I probably would lean Rams. Seattle was my hope.
Well, don't cop out now.
I'm not
Don't
copping
cop out
out.
now.
I'm just saying there's a difference. I'm still rooting for Seattle.
Okay.
Rams are probably the ones that are going to make it in my mind.
So who do you think? And actually, let me back this up. I'm not going to ask who you think is going to win in those matchups for your Super Bowl picks. Let's go, because this wild card is pretty crazy. Like, we might see some upsets like you cannot believe.
Yeah,
with
I agree.
The way some of these matchups are. Tell me about a team that you're like, absolutely, this team is going to get upset.
Bears.
You think the Bears?
I think the Bears are going to get upset at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they will too, but I don't know if it'll be in the first round.
I think it's going to be the first round. I
Last-
think the
last
Packers are
numbers-
going to.
The last number 7 seed to win the first round of the playoffs was the Green Bay Packers over the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. I think the Packers are going to come in there. Jordan
Cowboys
Love's
don't
back.
know how to play in the playoffs though.
The Bears know how to beat themselves. That's a quote straight from Trevor's mouth.
But Ben Johnson maybe changed that.
But Ben Johnson could have changed that, but he's not even getting Coach of the Year, so he's gonna mess up this game, and they're gonna lose.
I think the really easy ones are like when you look at like the Texans over the Steelers and obviously the Rams over Carolina. Like, yeah, you're gonna pick that 10 out of 10. I see no reason why the San Francisco 49ers don't just beat the crap out of the Eagles.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like,
But is that really an upset? Like, or is it just because?
it is an upset by seeding and by the bookmakers.
So, yeah.
I know how you feel. I know how you feel about it. Aspen, why don't you tell the listeners how you feel about it as you lick,
Aspen didn't
lick my
find
chin?
it that way either.
Could you
What would be
imagine?
the most shocking
Imagine
to
the
you?
Panthers get in.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
that would be...
Panthers Steelers.
Panthers Steelers. That's
Panthers Steelers would make me probably not watch. I would probably not watch the Super Bowl.
What do you think are the odds for the Chargers? I think they're very low.
The Chargers are probably close to the least amount
Yeah.
possible, because I found this little fun fact out today. The Chargers ranked 31st in offensive line protection for rushing,
Okay.
and 32nd, which is dead last, in pass protection. How did they make the playoffs?
Jeez.
I don't
How
know.
did they
They
make
do
the
this
playoffs?
every year. They always are pretty trash at something.
Yeah, they're pretty freaking trash.
Wild.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I could see from the AFC side of things, I think the Pats get things done. I'm not really worried about that. But Bills, Texans, so those are technically two upsets.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Well, yeah, technically.
Packers, 49ers, and Rams, they're all road teams. I mean, 5 road wins in the first round. I don't think that's ever been done before.
It could happen, though.
It could happen.
It's probably likely to happen.
It could happen.
At least 4 of them.
Absolutely, yeah. I need, but the Packers make me a little nervous, just because they've been so hurt, and that last Chicago game was pretty freaking bad. So I would have to see Jordan Love actually throw a ball and not look like he's going to get absolutely demolished. But I do think, like, this is going to be one of the most fun playoffs, one of the most wide open playoffs, I can't believe we've got Denver Broncos versus the Chicago Bears in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
or LA Rams against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, the Jags have been hot, man.
They have.
They have.
The Jags have
They're
been
really
hot.
good.
And
They ended 11-3, right?
And they might be one of the most balanced teams over
The
there.
Jags?
They're
Weren't they-
12 and
No, it
We're
couldn't have
right
been. It couldn't
12.
have been 11-3. I don't know. Were they one of the teams that just went on a heater after 8 weeks?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Javers.
I think they're 12 and 5.
They were 13-4.
13 and
13
4.
and 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be one of the crazier playoffs that we ever have. I would even put money against, like, the top 2 seeds being in the NFC AFC championship games. Like, you couldn't imagine Broncos Pats versus Seahawks Bears, right?
Mm-mm.
No, like, there's got to be a 6 seed or a 7 seed or a 5 seed that wiggles their way in there.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be crazy. So I
Your
think this-
beloved Steelers are going to do it.
No, I don't think so. I wish death upon them. That's a little harsh. Maybe not death.
It's all right.
Maybe just a light blinding or something. But anyways, now, with all that said, we got our Super Bowl teams.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you guys picking to win the Super Bowl? You can't cop out.
I'm sticking with
Well,
San Fran because they're going to go all the way. Cliche answer. I'm sticking with it. San Francisco is going to win at home in San Francisco, and none of their fans are going to be there because corporate sells all the tickets.
Amen.
I think, ignoring the records, I think the NFC is actually better. And so I think the Rams will do it.
You think the Rams, even though you picked the Seahawks.
No, I said I hope for the Seahawks and that the Rams are actually
You
going to
just
do it.
cop
I've
out.
said it multiple
You're going
times.
with the Rams. Okay. Well, I have the Rams in the Super Bowl, but I'm going with the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen.
Josh
Way
Allen,
too big into
Is he
these
gonna get it
Bills.
James
done?
Cook, Khalil Shakir, Damar Hamlin.
DeMar.
They're going to
So you
rename the
think
Super Bowl
all they
trophy
needed to
after
do is get rid of the Ravens and the Chiefs, and they're fine
and
now.
the Bengals, and they'll be fine.
Watch it.
Yeah,
They're,
they only need to get rid of half
watch
of the
them-
teams in the AFC.
watch
and
them
we're good.
absolutely trounce everyone in the playoffs just because those two teams aren't in.
Until they get to the conference championship.
The Buffalo Bills will win the Super Bowl. They will break the curse. The Vikings will be able to win a Super Bowl after the Bills have won one. Thank you.
Write it down.
Write it down.
He has cursed us for 30 more years.
Curse for 30 more years.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take a curse. I'll take a curse for all of Harrison's lifetime.
Harrison will
That's what
see
you
one.
did is you cursed us from ever getting a Super Bowl in the next 30 years.
Oh, I just did it.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Just right now.
Sorry, guys.
All right. Your kid is going to have so many teams to cheer for because I'm going to corrupt that man's mind with Tennessee and Washington stuff.
He'll have to sleep here.
I
until
think
he
it'll be
becomes a
easy to
Commanders fan.
convince him that he doesn't need to be a Washington fan.
Gosh. Give him about 3 more years and we'll let him make his own decisions.
Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee has nothing like.
Yeah, true.
Everyone can be a Tennessee fan. It
I was
has
gonna say,
nothing to do with Minnesota.
I'm not a college guy, so you could be like, "Hey, do you like Idaho State?" Yeah.
Hey, River Falls, Wisconsin. Shout out to River Falls,
Wow,
Wisconsin.
Shout out.
real quick before we get off the mics. Thanks for tuning in. But good old RF D3 national champions.
Wow.
For
And
football.
a quarterback that threw for more yards than Joe Burrow.
They run an unreal offense. Joe Burrow was probably running like a real offense. They run 88 plays a freaking game. River Falls. It was like Chip Kelly back when he was coaching for Oregon.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
they have the ball all the time, according
Just
to what you
run
said,
and
because
gun.
their defense doesn't exist.
Literally run and gun. And then if the play breaks, the quarterback runs. So last night, was it last night the game was? I don't know. Whenever the national championship game was, I think he threw for like 238 yards, 1 touchdown, but he ran 19 times for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I think you said it was on Sunday.
It probably was. I had the split screen. I was being a good football fan. I was watching River Falls and the Steelers. But then I
That'd
went
be
to
Sunday.
but
That's
then
what everybody was doing on Sunday.
But
man.
then I went to
Yeah.
sleep and woke up and Ravens lost because they couldn't kick a field goal. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy New Year. It's 2026. We look forward to bringing you guys a full slate of podcasts over the course of the year. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Fellas, I'm going to say this. We're gonna do this one. I don't know who it's going to be, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to make it happen.
It better be cool.
I think they will be.
With how much gear we have now, we just kind of need hams to come.
I know.
I'll settle for depends.
I'll settle for anything.
No, I don't know
Right.
about anything.
I'll settle for almost anything.
Should have signed off sooner.
Should have signed off way sooner. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Share it with your grandma. She really wants to listen when she's quilting or knitting or doing whatever she does. So appreciate it. Tune in a couple weeks when we have another one come out. Maybe. Who knows? Peace.